After a frustrating delay of 4 days due to adverse weather conditions, the Velux 5 Oceans Round the World Yacht Race finally got underway once again on the 16th of December. 5 skippers from 5 different nations are competing in the 2010-2011 edition of the event, including representatives from America, Britain, Canada, Poland and Belgium. This second of 5 sprints will take the competitors from Cape Town in South Africa on a punishing 7,000 nautical mile journey to Wellington in New Zealand. Ocean Sprint 2 involves the navigation of some of the roughest and coldest seas in the world, including the notorious Southern Ocean.
Second leg is a tough one to get ready for in your mind, just because it is so different, I think, than leg 1 as far as the nature of what you're going into, as far as, you know, the extreme winds and seas and cold, and you know, I'm definitely more apprehensive than I would have been at the start in France. You know, there's not a lot of, you know, you get down there and you get going, and there's only one way to go.
Well, the big challenge, as everyone keeps saying, of course, is the conditions, the terrain that we're going to be going through. The Southern Ocean is mountainous. It's a part of the world where the seas can just orbit without stopping, and you get huge seas built up, massive winds, and we'll have waves which are bigger than the top of the mast, and it's going to be hugely hard on the boat. It's going to be hard on me. This weather pattern that's coming through this year is also a little stronger than average, so we're going to get the best the Southern Ocean's got to give.
After the first leg from La Rochelle in France to Cape Town, which kicked off on the 17th of October, American Brad Van Loo took victory. The man from Charleston is also the favourite to carry off the honours in Ocean Sprint 2.
I'm just going to go out there and sail the boat and try to be safe. You know, the priority this leg was really going to be trying to make sure that I don't break anything major, and you know, I mean, I'm just sort of I'm very competitive by nature, so I know that I'll just let my sort of competitive philosophy lead its own way, if you know what I mean, rather than sort of go into this with a bone in my teeth, like, you know, all aggressive, you know, mandating to myself that I want to go win another leg. So I think I'll just get stuck into it and let the cycle of the leg just sort of do its own thing.
Poland's Zbigniew Kwiatkowski chased Van Loo hard out in the Atlantic, taking an impressive second place in leg 1 in his first ever solo round the world yacht race. However, the man nicknamed Gutek remains cautious about his chances.
For sure, safety first, and next, speed of boat. Maybe this is simple, but for sure I gonna look on the Brad, on the rest guys, what's going on, and try making the best decision about the strategy of the next leg.
Canada's most experienced solo skipper, Derek Hatfield, carried off the final podium position in the opening sprint from La Rochelle. The former police negotiator reckons he can up his game from now on aboard his boat Active House.
I'm going to push harder, and I think if all goes well, my presence closer to the front will be felt by Brad and Gutek and whoever else is there. So I'm going to push a little harder. Mentally, I'm in a much better place than I was when I left France. I watch my coffee rations, and physically I'm feeling much better. Of course, going to New Zealand is a real treat for me, because the children will be waiting for me there, so I'm really motivated to get there quickly.
Christophe Bullens had a drama-filled voyage to South Africa, arriving 3 weeks after Van Loo. Having sustained considerable damage, the Belgian has struggled to get his boat prepared for the start, but is now ready to set sail and is confident of a good result.
I think everybody is racing for the win, and I have to do it and to get my best result, and the best result is first. But we will see. I never make a prognostic in advance, so we will see. And yeah, we are with 5 people, and every 5 is fighting to win. So.
Chris Stanmore Major, in his first attempt at a solo round-the-world race, crossed the finish line 4th in Cape Town. The Briton continues to face an arduous learning curve aboard his boat Spartan, but remains positive about his hopes for the voyage to Wellington.
I think on the last leg, I think I should have been kind of a couple places down towards Brad. He's a very experienced, a very quick boat, but this boat is as quick as Gutek's, so certainly those boats should be equal, and I had a good run against Derek, so just want to kind of shift up the fleet a little bit, kind of dice it around for second and third. I don't think I've got necessarily what it takes to be first yet, and that's perhaps the learning I had on the first leg, that you just can't turn up and win one of these things because you feel like it.
So after that frustrating 4-day wait due to high winds off South Africa's Cape Point, the flotilla of Eco 60 yachts headed out into Table Bay, accompanied by their shore crews for some last-minute checks. With the various shore crews safely back on their support boats, race director David Adams signalled the start of Ocean Sprint 2 at 11 AM local time. The 5 skippers were immediately on the hunt for some good wind as they crossed the start line. Ironically, the strong winds that had delayed the race getting underway were nowhere to be seen. Ahead of skippers Banlieue, Hatfield, Gutkowski, Bullens and Stanmore Major lies 7,000 miles of dangerously treacherous sea, which involved negotiating extreme winds in excess of 60 knots, freezing conditions, icebergs and up to 30-metre high waves, all in a 60-foot yacht. There is also the little matter of the nearest land being several thousand miles away to contend with, should assistance be required in an emergency. With it set to be a tough Christmas and New Year out on the high seas, the first skipper is expected to reach Wellington in the land of the long white cloud in the first week of January.